Hello, dear viewers. Welcome back to Let's Play Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. I think it's time. I think it's about that time when we do Vaults 5. I think it is. But first, haha, let's grab this Shield of Protection and swap it out. Swap out our little +1 buckler. Yeah. Right now we have 21 shields. 35 shields. And I think that protection, gives us 3 additional armor class. So it's a nice little bonus, up to 47. We're nearly at the max of our natural armor class bonus. Plus 20 is as high as it gets. I keep forgetting that we have this wild magic mutation, making it harder for us to cast spells. That's why we can't cast Shatter yet, or part of the reason why. Okie dokie. Let me just double check. Yeah, that really cool artifact shield that we can't use. Maybe the best shield I've ever found. The best buckler, at least. I mean, the -2 isn't great, but 3 resistances, point dex, lets you go invisible. And that's, that's all the shields we found. We haven't found anything magical. Okay. What do we want for vaults? We want... Do we have potions of magic lying around? We do. Let's go ahead and snag that. I feel like this is a good place to use it, because we'll probably run out of mana. Eat some strawberries. Okay. What else are we working with here? We may need... We may need resist cold, but see invisible is just too useful to ditch. Yeah, if we get surrounded by fire giants or something, we will switch over. Yeah, looks like we're pretty good. Let's grab 1 scroll of recharging. Where is it? There we go. Yeah, just in case our Wand of Heal Wounds runs low. I don't think it will, but just in case. We've got 3 Scrolls of Fear. That'll be nice in case we're getting overwhelmed. And we're off. Let's go to Vaults 3. I have my 4 key bound to something else, so we'll just do that. Oh, hi. Ogres, whatever. We could just march towards them and bash them down. Get some snacks. Okay. Oh, there's the entrance to the crypts. I guess we could always do the crypts if we're feeling saucy. I mean, the goal is eventually to get all 15 runes, so we will have to go through the crypts and then the tomb eventually, but... Alright, so preparations for Vaults 5. Do I want to drink any potions initially? Agility would be the one that I want to drink, but we don't have one of those. I suppose I could have picked one up. I think we have one in our stash, but I don't know. I think we're over prepared for this. I mean, maybe not, but I mean, it really depends on what waits for us here at the bottom. Obviously, there are going to be a ton of vault guards and whatnot, but we should be fine. We're going to probably slouch a few times to take out a big chunk of them. We don't have a really good mass damage spell. Not that there are all that many in this game. If we were able to use Shatter, I would love to do that, but it's unrealistic to... I mean, we would have to do, like, the depths, the 5th level of the depths, and all of the crypts, and maybe some of the hells and pandemonium, and the abyss. pumping it all into earth magic before we were able to cast Shatter. I mean, that's about the amount of experience that we're going to need. So let's just do this. It's now or never. We may die, but at least we'll have had fun. Okay, nothing too scary just yet. This is the nice little trap that awaits you at the bottom of the vaults. If you haven't ever done this before, it's pretty nasty. A Vault Warden. These guys will seal off the staircases if we're not careful, so we want to make killing him a priority. I don't think we want to use Slouch just yet. I think first thing we're going to do is kill this Vault Warden. Okay, now we can escape. We're going to take a bunch of hits, but we're going to climb back up the stairs and pull these guys with us. There we go. And then we should just be able to bash these guys down. I'm poisoning them all one at a time here and letting Venom do a lot of the work for us. And as you can see, I stopped hitting each of them as they became poisoned, and Venom does a lot of work against things that it actually affects. I mean, there are a lot of late game enemies that are immune to it, but things that aren't, it'll chew them up pretty quickly. Okay, so we only lost 39 hit points in that whole exchange. Anything interesting? Doesn't look like it. Okay, there's going to be a huge pile of stuff around us by the end of all this. Oh, you know what we really should have done? And this is something that I've been forgetting to do anyway, but we should have cast Stone Skin and Phase Shift. In that order, because Phase Shift is more important. Yeah, now we're even tougher to kill. Alright, the safe thing to do is to keep pulling them up, keep stair dancing them. We don't have any Vault Wardens in view, but fighting makes noise, and while I'm sure that we could kill all of the things down there, no reason to take the risk. And, you know, up here we have Blink as an escape. One thing we could do is to remove some of the more powerful weapons from the floor up here. But one, these guys aren't that tough compared to us anyway. And two, they have to spend a turn picking up the weapon and wielding it. I think it's a full turn to pick something up. Let me see. Yeah. It's a turn to pick it up and a turn to wield it. So they're wasting 2 full turns just messing about switching weapons. So we're fine with that, really. If we encounter, like if on this next dive down, we're just going to be pulling up more Vault Warden or Vault Guards for the most part. If on a dive we see some tougher guys coming up, then we can move some of these weapons away. But it doesn't look like any of them are too serious anyway. Yeah, doesn't look like it. Okay, so rinse and repeat. Stone Skin, Phase Shift, and here we might as well fight down here. We just don't have enough critters around us. Oh, that shapeshifter could be kind of annoying. Let's go back up. I thought that was just a Cyclops as per normal, but the shapeshifter is a little too variable for my tastes. And just tab attack them down, la-di-da-di-da-di-da. We'll take some damage, but not worried. Yes, no, humph. Here we go. These guys aren't all that nutritious, so, you know, they're not great for us, but that's fine. No, it's not a special shield. It's just a regular shield. Alright. Round 3. Fight. This is one of the easier Vaults 5, at least the this beginning section is one of the easier times that I've had with it. Let's just go back upstairs so that Yaktar stops taking pot shots at us. It's a little annoying. I have a hard time remembering which spells are bound to which key. That's why I keep switching back and forth. Alright, man. I don't want you to keep shooting us, so. Alright. Easy enough. Let's traverse these stairs just so we know where they come out. I feel like this game has been a little light on shops. Yeah. 9. I guess that's not... I mean, there were only 2 shops on the vaults. I'm used to seeing more like 4. But, meh. Whatever. We have a ton of money if we do come across another one with some cool artifact. Alright, so the trick to exploring the vaults, what I generally like to do is sort of go with a spiral pattern here. It's nice that this character is much stealthier than many that I play. I tend to... Ooh, in fact, we snuck up on that dragon. I don't know how we impaled him with a Morningstar. I guess Morningstars have spikes, so we impaled him on the spikes, something like that. We haven't seen any ancient liches or... Don't drain us. Oh, quit throwing things at us. Stone giant person. A little hard to tell which gender a giant is. Sex/gender in general in this game is a little bit irrelevant. I generally refer to things as he unless it specifically says otherwise, not because of any good reason. It's just sort of my default to call things dude. Just kind of exploring here. These sort of hatch work designs are... you can end up with some nasty surprises sometimes, but for the most part, they're pretty good at keeping you out of line of sight of things. So they're relatively safe. Yeah, there we go. Cool. Fire magic's getting up there. It's gonna be a while before we can cast Firestorm, that's for sure. Considering our Earth Magic is at 18 and Shatter is a 1 school spell, so ooh, we got another ring. What rings do we have left? Fire, poison resistance, protection, so mostly not interesting things. Or rather, we have better, but I don't know. Conjurations, if I recall, that's the starting book? Yeah, Iskandarin's Battlesphere... If we have some spell levels left over after we memorize our big boom booms, we'll consider it. There's one of the little treasure troves. It doesn't appear that this is one of the ones, or that this is the one that has the rune in it. The Necronomicon. It's the only high-level book we hadn't found yet, so... Oh, and Etten came into view and then left. That's why we didn't pick up that gold automatically. A tapered lead wand. So that scroll is either Holy Word or Torment. B. Neither is... Oh, there he is. Huh. Level 26, almost there. Almost at the apex of our development. Da-da-da. Where'd that storm dragon come from? This preserver is making it harder to kill things. Ow! Quit it. We're taking a lot of damage here. He's blocking the iron shot. Jeez. This is, turning into a really rough fight here. It kind of snuck up on me. Couldn't scare him off with a Scroll of Fear. It's annoying. Let's use the last of our mana here to cast Phase Shift. I think that's a reasonable use of our resources. I think the Reaver is... Oh, good. We did scare away the Deep Elf High Priest. Okay, yeah. I felt like the Reaver was a higher priority than this Iron Dragon. I'm not too concerned just yet about this priest. Though let's go ahead and use a charge of Heal Wounds. Can't hurt. There we go. Kill this small abomination. Alright. Let's step around the corner here and rest up. Alright. Crisis averted. Let's walk around with Phase Shift, though. Hey, a shop. Although it's a gadget shop, which is, for us, the worst of the shops. We're not an evoker. Though we should see what this wand does. Ha! Wand of Magic Darts. Not useful. I guess we don't have to walk around with Phase Shift. We can cast it as soon as we see something. Oh, although we should cast Deflect Missiles. There we go. Much better. Oh, good. He's in range. Oh, dear. Good, we got him. If you can kill him before they complete the Word of Recall, you're generally okay. I just don't want him to summon a handful of Ancient Liches from just around the corner. Ooh. Well, hi there. There we go. Kill the Shadow Dragon first, since he can drain us and make it harder for us to kill the other guys. Then the Storm Dragon, hit him a few times, get him nice and poisoned up. I mean, Venom won't do quite as much with dragons as it will with other creatures, but as you can see, it's still doing a little bit of work. We actually didn't have to spam Slouch at all, which is really nice. An empty Arch of Ancient Stone. Was there, at some point... Oh, no, there's no way of telling. Maybe there was an entrance to something there, and I just wasn't paying enough attention. Woo! Hi! Huh. Boop, 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 boop. Duck around the corner here. Take them one at a time, more or less. Not all at once. There we go. The Etten was rough. Forgot about these Convokers. Miting things up. Ow! Okay. Let's preemptively heal here. There we go. I think this gold dragon is the next target. I'm not too concerned about this high priest. Huh. This is kind of a tough fight. Slouch didn't do as much as I'd hoped. Oh dear, yikes. We're getting pretty low here. Let's heal a couple of times, yeah. Alright. We're gonna survive. It's just a little hairier than I wanted it to be. Let's drink our potion of magic. There we go. Ooh, yikes. What is hitting us? The Tengu Reaver? Yeah. Oh, this is a hairy situation. There we go. We got him. Let's get some might going on here. Alright. Ooh, are we really out of healing? Alright, we have that Scroll of Recharging. That's good. Had to use a lot of resources on that one. That was a much more dangerous room than I anticipated it being. This was a good check on my hubris. There we go. Whew. Well, dear viewers, that was fun. And by fun, I mean terrifying. Still more guys to kill. Alright, good. Success. Let's let's back off a little bit after we kill this shapeshifter here. Hi, trolls. Quit trolling me. Okay, alright, good. Whew. Very exciting. Alright, so we're going to do the smart thing. We're going to retreat to our stash and refresh our resources here. Because, as you noticed, we used a whole bunch of them there. Okay, so let's recharge our wand. Go up to 5 charges. We'll keep a hang on that other scroll, or hang on to the other scroll. Let's check out what this artifact ring is. Magic resistance, accuracy, and negative stealth. Okay. That's pretty good. I mean, we're extremely stealthy, so a little bit of... we don't need to be extremely stealthy, so it's not one of our crucial stats. Really? We hadn't found a ring of strength before now? Weird. And a ring of wizardry, and let's find out what this scroll is. Torment, okay, good. And yeah, we knew that was the Necronomicon, but it was the only unidentified thing we had left. So let's drop said Necronomicon and this Book of Conjurations. Eventually, conceivably, we may wish to go with some Necromancy to get Lich Form, make us immune to Torment, but no need to do that now. We have plenty of skills that we can focus before that. I don't have any problem, really, with carrying around a bunch of rings. Just takes a turn to swap them out, and situationally very useful. The Scroll of Torment may come in handy eventually. The purple items, like Scrolls of Torment and Immolation, are the sort of, do you really want to use this? Items that can be useful, quite useful, but aren't guaranteed to be useful. Yeah, nothing there that we really need. Okay. Yep. Uh, 10 spell levels left. Where is Shatter? 36%. Ooh. Let's go ahead and memorize it. I mean, we're going to want it anyway, eventually. And I don't know really what changed to drop it 20%. But I'll take it. Maybe do this? Yeah, that seems good. Get it online as fast as possible. Okay, back to the vaults. I want to finish clearing out vaults 5 here. Oop. Not the Hall of Blades. Alright. Eat this lychee. Hello, Mr. Shapeshifter. Hey, big spender. Bash, bash, bash. Still 36%. I guess it's the incremental increase in spell casting that has been making it easier. Not sure. Okay, so why don't we finish sort of clearing out this area? Oh, huh. They were guarding the rune, that's why. Swell. Awesome. 3 runes, decaying serpentine silver. Only 12 to go. Antique armor. Ooh. What do we have here? Scale mail is a possibility, although it's unlikely, but we have a ton of gold, so we might as well. And this leather armor is also a possibility. Chain mail is too much. We're not even going to bother buying that. We won't be able to cast level 9 spells with a 15 encumbrance armor. There's just no way. But we could spend 700 gold on some randos. Let's see what this is first. See invisible armor and strength plus... Oh, something terrible. Okay, well. Antique shops are a gamble. We'll hang on to this leather armor. I don't anticipate us actually using it unless we find some just insano rings. I mean, the fact that our fire dragon armor is giving us a pip of resistance net, plus just a boatload of armor class. The dragon armors are generally a very good armor class to encumbrance rating ratio. Gold dragon armor is sweet. It's awesome. If you are a bruisery type, it is probably the best armor you'll come across, short of some kind of artifact crystal plate, or, maybe regular plate. Maybe. But gold dragon armor gives you resistance to fire, cold, and poison, and 3 resistances is better than many, many artifacts give you anyway, so... Stealth is doing work. Oh, I misclicked there. I did not intend to step forward. Titans, meh. Not worried. We are sort of at or around, if I had to guess, I'd say 45% guaranteed damage reduction. Might be a little off on that. It might only be 40%. But I think it's close to 45. So we're guaranteed to reduce physical melee damage by at least 45% of our armor class. So, what? 20 damage? 22 damage, somewhere in there. Oh, we definitely don't want wands of magic darts. Nope. We don't like wands. The only reason why I have us picking up unknown wands is, actually, this Tengu Reaver is probably... There we go. Tengu are just very tough enemies. They have very good defensive stats. I mean, they have excellent evasion. They usually have very good shields. Though their armor class is not all that high. If you can hit them, you will do damage. And their offensive capabilities are stellar. One of these days, I'll get a Tengu caster of some sort up and running. I don't like that Sphinx being there, but he moved out of sight, so there we go. Got him. Just the chance of us being paralyzed is, is, while negligible. Actually, we're only very resistant to hostile enchantments. We only have 2 pips of magic resistance, so it's not out of the realm of possibility that we'll be paralyzed by the Sphinx. Sure, we'll chop up the Sphinx. Nothing interesting there, just some ruined... I think that's ruined, right? Hey, Grand Grimoire. We already have a Grand Grimoire, but thanks. So I suppose it's a Grand Grimoire and not the Grand Grimoire. Blat. Blat. Iron Shot is doing work. I don't know if it's still not at maximum potency, even. The hunger cost of Shatter is maximum, although it's down to 26%. I guess, maybe it's incrementally increasing with Earth Magic. I thought it only went up at, rounded even level numbers. Or not, even as in even numbers, but, straight up levels. Why are we waltzing into them? Make them come to us. Please, Yaktars, walk into my web. tire of this game. Just slouch him down. I just didn't really want them flitting about, alerting other things to our location. Some kind of ruined morning star there, looks like. Probably not as good as what we're using, but spellcasting at 16. Yeah. No increase in shatter yet, but that's fine. We're not in a rush to cast it. Our current complement of spells is doing pretty well for us. Is our deflect missiles any easier? Yeah, it's down to 9%. And it's a yellow miscast instead of orange miscast, which is nice, I suppose. Oh, let's just take care of him right away. I really like this character. I like the build we've ended up with. I'm glad that we've survived as long as we have. That's the difference between ZG and ZH. An iridescent great mace, huh? Well, I'm going to feel a little silly if we trained up our shields and then immediately switched to a two-handed weapon. We'll see how good it is. That frost giant wasn't benefited by it very much, so maybe it's not of any consequence, but... Hey, Yaktars. Have some fire. Gray Mace of Holy Wrath, not really worth it. I'm a little bit miffed that we still haven't found an Evening Star of any sort. I really wanted to kind of build our own weapon. The base damage is, the base damage being 2 more than Morning Stars just makes it really appealing. The resistances on this one are nice, but presumably eventually we'll have enough resistances that will be irrelevant. I mean, we're probably going to be wanting to wear a Ring of Fire anyway, which would max out our fire resistance. I don't know. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Hi, elves. Bye, elves. Okay, 3/4 of it cleared out. No astonishingly good loot yet, although there's still time. I have had Volts runs where there's just nothing of use on this entire floor. I mean, not even just stuff that's good but not useful to us. I mean, just nothing at all. Okay, Scroll of Acquirement. We're not going to let this one get burned up. We are going to kill this Ancient Lich as quickly as possible. Though, it is, unfortunately, I believe, resistant to an Orb of Destruction. Fortunately, we were standing right next to it, so it didn't have time to ramp up. Orbs of Destruction take 4 tiles to reach full strength. Tile 1 is 25%, 2 is 50, 3 is 75, 4 is 100% strength. At 100% strength, an Ancient Lich's Orb of Destruction will do the technical term is a boatload of damage, I believe. Ooh, Shatter at 19%. Ooh. We're about to have some big boom booms online, folks. I don't know why I almost used an Iron Shot. A Gnarled Jeweled Staff? Is that an artifact staff, or is it just a normal staff? I don't know. Probably just a normal staff. Something else for gnarled and jeweled. 2 adjectives. Ooh. I would say it's an artifact, but... Okay, we're going to read the Scroll of Acquirement right away. We're not going to make the mistake we made last time. And we're going to wish for armor. Always acquire armor is the general rule. I mean, the chances of us getting a better weapon than we're using right now are slim. And we have several slots that are not optimized, such as our boots. Are we even wearing boots? Yeah, but they're bad boots. They're just +0 boots. Wow. Well, we'll check those out in a little while. Okay. Grab some things. Hi, Titan. We're going to attack you. We're going to make an attack on Titan. Ha 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 ha. I'm so clever. It's actually a very, very good series. It's somewhat... it's for mature audiences. So, you know, don't show it to your kids. But, you know, if you're a teenager, go for it. It's pretty sweet. Lots of violence. It's very, very depressing, though, so don't watch it if you're in a bad mood. Alright, we're just kind of auto-exploring around, seeing if we bump into... Oh, let's go ahead and pick up this Morning Star. There's a chance that it's got a strong enchantment to it. There are some gods that will protect you from curses, which is kind of cool. It lets you just wield things willy-nilly. We have to be a little more judicious with our scrolls of remove curse and try and balance them with scrolls of identify. Come here, stone giant. Or not, whatever. Alright, well that's Vaults 5. I feel like that was a war gargoyle. Yeah, not too many enemies that individually can do much to us. Though that should not lull us into complacency. I mean, it is lulling me into complacency, but it should not, ought not to. Alright, Vaults 5, defeated. Let's head back to our lair stash. I like having a stash in the lair because I get to go back to my lair. I've always wanted a lair. Or, you know, a hideout, I guess, if you're a hero. Heroes don't really have lairs, I suppose. Okay, so let's drop off this leather armor. Alright, we have a couple scrolls of remove curse, so let's put on these boots. What do we have here? Strength -2, Dex +4. I suppose that's fine. The fact that they're +2 is the tipper. We get a couple extra points of armor class, an extra point of evasion. Our strength is so high that it's kind of irrelevant that it's a -2 anyway. I mean, oh no, we have a little bit less damage with our mace. That's all the unidentified stuff there. What kind of staff is this? Oh, it's just Staff of Earth. Okay. So, see, this makes Shatter harder to cast? I thought it was at 19%. What's going on here? What is this? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Well, whatever. What else do we have? A Ruined Morning Star. Oh, no. J, I don't know why I pressed A. Morning Star protection, boring. +2, +3, not bad. But we'd have to burn a lot of scrolls to take off our shield and check out this artifact mace. Blah. Boring. So, not too much loot. I guess we got, what? Staff of Earth, which Boosts the spell power of Earth, although it doesn't make anything easier to... What? I don't understand this shatter business. I could have sworn it was at 19%. Maybe not. Maybe our... Hold on. Huh. Interesting. Our strength mitigating our shield penalty was the source of that. Interesting. So there is some minor detriment to wearing those boots, but whatever. We'll get there eventually anyway, and I like the extra armor class. And the fact that it's an artifact, so it's not going to degrade if we encounter corrosive critters. Oh, no, it was because we had... No. It was just extra strength for some reason. Yeah, dunno. Dunno what's going on there. But regardless, I think that's enough excitement for one video. I will return at some point, might be a little while, but I will return at some point and finish up the depths and probably start on the Realm of Zot. We might clear out the Abyss, get the rune there, might do the Slime Pits. We are pretty decked out in artifacts. We don't have an artifact shield, which is a shame, but... and our Fire Dragon armor... It's not an artifact, but eventually it will be... Okay, it's extremely resistant to acidic corrosion. Do we have scrolls of enchant armor somewhere? We have a scroll. I think we had another and it burned. I hate item destruction. Anyway, we could enchant it further and get it to the point where it won't be corroded, probably. But we'll want to wait on the slime pits a little while anyway. They're pretty tough. Alright, well, thanks for watching, dear viewers. I hope you enjoyed our little jaunt through the end of the vaults, and I'll see you next time.